Good day, R&D audience. Dan here. Wonderful to have you here today. Today we're going to be talking about a spec that I don't know why it's been requested, but a couple people have requested I talk about this. It's the Prot Warrior. It is the absolute stand-up tank. It's the tank that all other classes strive to be as good as tank-wise. And it's understandable because of the mechanics that the tank, as a Prot Warrior, has behind it. And we're going to go through some of those, as well as the spec that I recommend as a warrior who has at times had to play as Prot. Now, before I go into this any further, if you do have a request for a class you want me to talk about, hit it with me on Discord, message on Twitter, post in the comments of this video or another video asking for it. I do read all the comments, absolutely. So those are the best ways to ask. Now, you're probably wondering, once again, why I feel like I should even be talking about these in the first place. I have played since the open beta of World of Warcraft. I have played on multiple vanilla servers since post-vanilla happened. I have played warriors especially a lot, along with rogues, druids, and mages. So those are the specific characters that I have a lot of experience with. And as you can see with the window that you're looking at, I do have other tabs open, which means after this video, I'm going to be recording a few more afterwards. Focusing on the task at hand, though, Prot Warrior. Obviously, the main tree we're going to be focusing on here is the protection tree. Now, of course, starting at the top here, shield spec, anticipation. Shield spec seems like it's important. It's not as important. Anticipation, the defense skill bonus, is vital. You must take this talent. All 5 points. This defense skill addition in vanilla is vital. It is so ridiculously important. For many reasons. Many reasons. Least of which, it helps mitigate those crushing blows. Very important. The next couple tiers, pretty obvious stuff. Iron Will, I think, is useful. Toughness, Blood Rage, a lot of the standard stuff. The next big one we have here is actually Defiance. And over here, Last Stand. Yeah, improved shield block is important, but it's not really worth talking about compared to these two. Defiance, it increases the amount of threat you generate. Which means, quite simply, you're going to be able to grab onto a mob and hold onto it for longer. Now that seems really obvious, like, well, of course you want that. But that extra 15% threat means a lot in the long run. When a fight can run, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes, this extra 15% means you are going to be able to grab and hold on to threat compared to DPS's threat generation much better. The other one, obviously, Last Stand. It's one of your big oh shit buttons. 30% of your maximum hit points for 20 seconds as a bonus. And then, of course, afterwards, you lose them. But that's still very important. This tier, the fourth tier, I don't really spend a lot of time on. Improved shield bash. I mean, silence is good. Silence is golden. And being able to silence a mob and then pull them in a direction, even better. Improved shield wall, meh. Concussion blow, meh. Shield slam. A lot of people think that shield slam is, whatever. It does a lot of damage. It does a damn good amount of threat, incredible amount of threat, and it has the chance to dispel magical effect. It's incredibly useful. You should keep this on cooldown. Keep Shield Slam on cooldown. It does such a good job of generating threat. Now, moving over to the arms tree. Deflection. Additional parry chance. You cannot get enough avoidance. As a tank, you cannot get enough avoidance. This parry chance in the arms tree is going to be, at times, your best friend. Now, the other two things I grab in the arms tree for this, the 13 points, Tactical Mastery, so when you're stance dancing, because you will have to stance dance as a tank, you're going to hold on to 25 of those rage points, very important, and Improved Thunderclap. This is the one that people look at me and ask, what the shit, Dan? You could put those 3 points into this tree. You could put it into one-handed weapon spec. You can do an extra 6 damage. And while that is additional threat, I believe Thunderclap is vastly underrated for tanking. It is a great debuff. and it hits quite a few guys around you. It's a great, if long cooldown, I will say, the cooldown for it can be a little lengthy, AoE. And I really, the most successful tanks that I saw in vanilla were the ones that every, I believe like 45 seconds, something like that, did a quick stance, to battle stance, just to make sure they kept Thunderclap going every so often. And those extra 4 rage points means you're going to be able to just hit it instantaneously, no problem, even if you don't even hit that 25 rage cap. But you'll be able to stance, to battle stance, immediately hit it, and then off the GDC, go right back to defensive stance. Get that defensive bonus back. Now, people will argue you don't want to go out of battle, a defensive stance under any circumstances for a tank. I respectfully disagree. You also need to remember your mobility. Intercept is berserker stance only. And sometimes, as a tank, you will need to intercept a mob. You will need to be able to charge a mob in combat. So I'm just as someone who has had experience with vanilla tanking, even if it was just a tiny little bit, intercept can be your best friend. Don't be afraid to hit berserker stance, intercept the mob, defensive stance, grab it, pull it back to where it needs to be. Sometimes that can be the single action that makes a difference in a boss fight that makes it successful. It's so important to keep that in mind. So that's why those 3 points are there and those 5 points are there. Well, I've seen a lot of people just say, okay, screw the tree, just take the 5 points in deflection. I get that. I understand that. You want to be much more pure tank. They get the improved revenge. They get the one-handed weapon spec. They get the improved disarm. I've even seen tanks prioritize improved sunder armor. I understand that. I think the mobility and the control you get from these extra talents really can, if you're min-maxing your character properly, overshadows what these other talents can accomplish. So with that being said, those are my thoughts on prot tanking. Feel free to post comments below in the video. Feel free to hop in our Discord. Be a part of the guild we're forming. The guild name has been decided as Death by Nostalgia, so please consider hopping in Discord and joining us over there. Also, feel free to generate some discussion in the Legacy WoW channel we have in Discord. Tons of great folks in there. Tons of people looking forward to rolling on the Fresh Start server. Most likely mid-January, we're assuming. But, more information on that as the Elysium folks decide to release it. I have been Dan, and this has been my thoughts on prot tanking right here on youtube.com/TheRobinDanShow. Have a great day, everyone. More videos here all the time. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Bye-bye now.